They called him the quiet janitor. Nobody ever guessed the truth, until 5 black belts surrounded him in the gym and asked him to spar, just for fun. What happened next would echo through the military, all the way to a general who called him by a name no one had heard in years, Iron Ghost. Before we begin, if you love emotional, powerful stories that leave your heart racing, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon. You won't want to miss what comes next. It was nearly midnight at Ridgefield Community Center, and Ethan Cole, a single dad, mop in hand, gray hoodie on, quietly cleaned the last of the sweat and chalk from the gym floor. The place was always loud during the day, but at night, it felt like a second home, quiet, peaceful, a place where he could breathe. To most people, Ethan was nobody. A janitor working 2 jobs, living in a tiny rented room with his 8-year-old daughter Lily, trying to give her a life better than the one he survived. He never complained, never bragged, never fought, not anymore. But that night, a group of 5 martial arts students stayed late, black belts, all of them. Young, cocky, loud. The kind of guys who talked more about fighting than they actually knew about pain. One of them laughed when Ethan walked past. "Hey, old man, you ever train?" Ethan looked at them, calm. "A little. A long time ago." That was the wrong answer. "A little. Come on, spar with us. Just for fun." They meant to embarrass him. To show off. Ethan shook his head. "No thanks. I'm just here to work." They didn't let it go. One of them blocked his path. "What, afraid you'll break a hip?" Another laughed. Bro probably never fought in his life. Ethan didn't get angry. He didn't raise his voice. He just set the mop down and said one sentence. "If I do this, I won't be holding back." They burst out laughing, until Ethan moved. He didn't fight like a normal man. He flowed, silent, controlled, precise. No wasted steps, no wasted breath. One by one, they came at him. And one by one, they landed on the mat, breathless, stunned, unable to understand how they got there. In 12 seconds, it was done. 5 black belts, defeated. Not with rage, not with brute strength, but with a mastery so smooth it felt unreal. The room was silent. Who are you?" One finally whispered. Ethan simply picked up his mop again. "Just the janitor." But the next day, everything changed. A black SUV pulled up to the community center. 4 soldiers stepped out, real soldiers, not weekend warriors. And with them, a U.S. Army general. Everyone froze as the general walked in. Not looking left or right. Not asking questions. He walked straight toward the man sweeping the corner. "Ethan Cole," he said softly. Ethan stiffened, shoulders straight, posture perfect. The general saluted first, and every soul in that gym felt the world tilt. "I never thought I'd see you again," the general said. "They said you were gone. They said no one could survive what you did." "I did," Ethan replied quietly. "But I didn't come back for medals. Just my daughter." The general smiled, with respect, with memory, with something close to awe. "You were more than a soldier. You were a ghost on every battlefield. The enemy never saw you, but they all feared you." Then he spoke the name only the old elite teams knew. "Iron Ghost." One of the black belts gasped. "Iron Ghost isn't real. He's a myth." The general stepped forward. "He's real. He saved entire units alone. But he left everything behind when the war took too much from him. His team, his wife, his will to fight." Ethan closed his eyes, the pain still there, always there. But then he looked up. "Sir, I don't want to be Iron Ghost anymore. I just want to raise my daughter." The general nodded slowly. "And that's why you're still a hero. You gave everything, and all you want now is peace." Then he said something no one expected. "We're reopening a training program for wounded veterans. They need someone who understands strength, discipline, and healing. We need you, Ethan." Ethan hesitated. "I don't know if I'm still that man." The general smiled. "You were never just that man. You were better." He left Ethan with his card, and a choice. That night, Ethan tucked Lily into bed. She hugged him and whispered, "Daddy, I told my teacher you're a hero." He froze. "Why would you say that?" "Because I saw you. The way you carry the world. Heroes don't need capes. They just never stop protecting the people they love." Ethan looked at her, really looked. And something in him healed. The next morning, he put away the mop. Walked into the sunlight. Dialed the number on the card. "General," he said, "I'm in." Not for medals. Not for war. For the broken, the forgotten, the ones who still needed someone to believe in them. Iron Ghost wasn't gone. He was becoming something greater. A protector. A father. A guide. The world had enough fighters. It needed people who understood why we fight at all. If this story moved you, if it lit something in your heart, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs hope today. Because heroes don't always shine. Sometimes, they just quietly light the way.